Speak from fight or flight and your words carry splinters. Speak from coherence and doors open. A gavel falls and a life reroutes. A vow binds and a future appears. A single sentence can redraw a map. Your voice is not just sound, it is the dashboard of your destiny. If you don't set your words, headlines, bosses, and platforms will set them for you. Your voice is a control interface. Body, people, systems. If you don't command it, the loudest world will command it for you. So ask, with honesty that doesn't flinch, who or what has been speaking through you? Begin by commanding what your voice rides on. Begin with state. Your nervous system tunes the instrument before any word is born. When breath is trapped high in your chest, your tone becomes brittle. When breath descends and widens, your voice thickens with calm authority. Slow yourself towards 6 easy breaths a minute. Inhale through your nose for 4 or 5. Let the exhale fall for 6 or 7. Do it again. The heart listens. The mind clears. Before you speak to the room, speak to your vagus. Take 1 minute to hum, low and unforced, and feel your face and chest vibrate like a tuning fork. Then release a single vowel, soft and round, and sense the sound settle into your ribcage. Hum for 60 seconds and turn your chest into a temple for sound. Your voice is a social nervous system signal. Warm, melodic prosody tells another body it is safe to open. A thin, rushed edge tells it to brace. People hear your state before they hear your meaning. That is why state control is not indulgence. It is generosity. When you regulate you regulate the room. So practice interoception. Notice the pull of your heartbeat, the temperature under your collarbones, the weight of your tongue. Let your exhale drop 2 counts longer. Soften your jaw, widen your back, then speak. You do not have to force authority. You broadcast safety, and authority follows. Now notice what the world does in the first half second of hearing you. Minds make snap judgments. They decide if you sound trustworthy, competent, approachable, dominant. You can't stop that speed, but you can shape what it meets. When you carry tension, your pitch rides higher than it needs to. Release the shoulders, let gravity do its subtle work, and your tone settles without pretending to be someone else. Rate matters too. A slightly brisker pace can glide under low scrutiny, but when a line matters, slow down to let it land. Aim for a natural conversational range, then descend to a measured pace on your thesis. Reality listens first with the body, then with the mind. Use silence as punctuation. Let your pauses carry meaning. Half a beat after a clause invites processing. 1 full beat after your core message gives the room permission to agree. Calibrate with care. Bias exists. Some ears punish accents that carry entire histories in their music. Some rooms expect a narrow band of tone from one person and a different band from another. You are not here to cosplay power. You are here to expand your authentic range so your truth can travel. End important sentences with a clean downward contour to signal completion. Reduce the urge to fill every gap with noise. Replace with a sovereign breath. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is architecture. Now we move from sound to sentence. Words don't just describe, they prime. Frames open doors or walls. Suggestion can turn a sensation down or crank it up. You live inside a predictive brain. It constantly models what will happen next and pushes your body to act accordingly. So set a model your behavior is ready to honor. Don't chant fantasies you don't believe. Declare identities your behavior loves to prove true. Say it, set it, then step into it. Speak in the grammar of commitment, not wish. I am the person who closes loops. If it is 3 and I stall, I breathe once and dial. I am the person who asks clearly. If my throat tightens, I drop my shoulders and land 1 sentence. A frame is a doorway. Choose which room your words lead to. Stop saying, "Don't be late." Say, "Arrive by 8:55. Swap "we can't" for "here's what we can do by Friday." Specificity steers the predictive engine in your favor. Some sentences don't report reality, they change it. When someone says, "I now pronounce," a marriage comes into being. When you say, "I promise and mean it," A new future locks into place. Declarations, promises, verdicts, these are performative utterances. Use them. From this moment, I speak slow, clear, and final when it matters. From this moment, I hold my boundaries without apology. From this moment, my words can be cached by action. Tie your declarations to triggers. If it is the start of a meeting, I set the outcome in the first 20 seconds. If someone interrupts twice, I say, I want to finish this thought, then I'm eager to hear yours. If a same-day request arrives, I say, I don't do same-day meetings. I can do tomorrow at 2 or Thursday at 10. This is not cruelty. It is self-respect that protects your future. Make one public micro-commitment you know you will keep. When others watch your words turn into deeds, your voice accrues interest. Conversation has rules older than language. Turn-taking is a dance, and you can lead without stepping on toes. Give a micro-pause that signals you're ready to speak. Enter with a breath and a gentle onset rather than a hard shove. When you must interrupt, own it. I'm going to jump in here to put a spine on this decision. Filler words are not sins, but they can smudge authority. Replace them with short, sovereign silence. You are allowed to think while being seen. Anchor your message with devices that make it stick. Use contrast to cut a clean path. Speed without direction or steady momentum that arrives. Use a question to recruit consent. Which future do we choose? Use the ancient lift of 3. Calm, clear, committed. Try it now in your body. Calm, clear, committed. Feel how it lands. We breathe, we speak, we decide. Say less, mean more. Hold ethics like a compass. Command is not domination. It is clarity delivered with care. Some of you are rewarded for assertiveness. Some of you are penalized for the same sentence in the same tone. Warmth and strength must travel together. Lead with empathy to open the door. Land with clarity to set the path. I hear what matters to you. Here is the decision. I respect your perspective. Here is the boundary. If you carry power, widen the circle. Build conditions where quieter voices can surface safely. Ask the room what you're missing. Thank the person who names the risk. Change your mind out loud when a better idea arrives. Your voice is not only your own instrument, it is a climate you create. This technology of sound is not new. Every civilization worth remembering carried a version of it in its bones. In one story, a god imagines with the heart and speaks with the tongue, and the world answers. In another, a primordial syllable vibrates at the base of reality, and to sound it is to align with the order that holds the cosmos. In another, the word is with God and is God, and nothing is made without it. In another, utterance carries a living force, called into action by ritual and respect. Different names, same lever. Sound is a lever. Your breath is a lever. Your sentences are how you pull. But you live in a world that rewards outrage over nuance, speed over truth, reaction over reflection. Platforms are tuned to amplify the sharpest edges. Organizations drift towards silence when fear is cheap and safety is rare. If you don't choose your cadence, the timeline will choose it for you. If you don't set your outcome before you speak, the thread will set it for you. Slow is rebellion now. Before you post, breathe for 60 seconds. Ask what outcome this sentence serves. Before you enter a meeting, write one line and speak it first. Outcome for this meeting is one decision on this issue. We have 20 minutes. Here's the path. Before you reply to provocation, ask one clarifying question. Clarity is power. Pace is power. You are not a mirror for the feed. You are a signal. Turn practice into ritual, and your instrument will change. 10 minutes a day is enough to shift your sound and your fate. Start with 2 minutes of resonant breathing, 5 in, 7 out, like you're fogging a window with your exhale. Then hum for 1 minute, feeling the vibration at the lips and cheeks. Place a straw in water and blow a gentle stream of bubbles for 30 seconds while voicing a comfortable pitch. The back pressure is your friend, easing strain and placing resonance forward. Spend 2 minutes on articulation. Over-enunciate crisp clusters. Roll your consonants like you mean them. Open your vowels like windows. Spend 2 minutes with prosody. Take any paragraph and mark your pauses. Build one triad and one repeated opener to give it lift. End with 2 minutes of performative speech. Declare an identity and tie it to an if-then plan. I am the person who closes loops. If I open a task, I schedule its completion now. I am the person who asks clearly. If I hesitate, I write the sentence and speak it anyway. That is 10 minutes. Your day will sound different because of it. When stakes rise, do a 90-second warm-up. Hum for 20 seconds. Blow through the straw for 20. Sustain an open vowel for 20. Then practice your opener with 2 measured pauses. When you start, carry a conversational pace of aliveness. When the thesis arrives, slow to a pace that lets the words sit. After the main point, wait a full second in kindness to the mind's processing you. Let the message breathe, then continue. Treat your instrument kindly. Sip water through the day. Keep a little humidity where you live and work. Avoid scraping your throat. Choose a quiet hum or a swallow instead. Rest your voice after strain. If you record, set your tools so your words arrive true. Keep the microphone close and slightly off to the side. Protect the consonants that carry clarity. Shape the tone gently so your message stands forward. These are small acts of respect for the sound that carries everything else. Give yourself 30 days and measure what changes. Week 1 is physiology and placement. Do the ritual daily and record a 30-second voice note each evening. Listen to how your tone softens and steadies. Let your exhale grow longer by gentle degrees. Notice your filler words and reduce them by half. Week 2 is prosody and rhetoric. Annotate pauses like a musician. Practice 2 passages with anaphora and triads until the rhythm lives in your mouth. Deliver a 90-second statement with 2 clean devices and 1 generous pause. Week 3 is boundaries and asks. Write 5 boundary lines you can speak without apology. Practice a clear request framework out loud until your mouth knows the path. Deliver 1 real boundary in your work or home. Week 4 is commitments and leadership. Declare 1 if-then line every morning and say it out loud. Make 1 public micro-commitment each week and keep it. Lead a 3-minute huddle, even if your team is a mirror and a phone. This is not about performing a role. This is about becoming someone whose words and actions shake hands. Let me show you how this looks in the wild. In one meeting, your breath lives in your throat. Your sentences climb like questions you don't mean, and your ideas are taken from you as you speak. The room leaves without a decision. In another, you pause for 20 seconds before you enter. You begin with, outcome for this meeting is 1 decision on this issue. We have 20 minutes. Here's the path. When a louder voice cuts you off twice, you say, I want to finish this thought, then I'm eager to hear yours. A decision is made. The room feels held. In a negotiation, you open with sorry. I was wondering if maybe there's a chance we could possibly do a better rate. The other side hears uncertainty and answers with delay. Later, you anchor and ask. I recommend option A at this rate. If we confirm today, delivery by Friday. If we prefer Monday, option B at this rate. Which do you prefer? They choose because you chose first. In a relationship, resentment and sarcasm become your native tongue. The next time, you choose another language. Yesterday, during our call, I heard 3 interruptions while I was sharing. I felt dismissed. I need mutual space to finish a thought. Would you pause to check before jumping in? You feel the air change because the words changed it. Some of you hear this and think, yes, but my body learned to hide. The freeze comes faster than any sentence. The fawn comes before any boundary. Know this, those patterns are not failures. They are intelligence that kept you alive. Commanding your voice may feel impossible at first. Titrate. 1 breath before 1 sentence. 1 sentence said clearly even if the next 5 stumble. 1 small ask delivered in a safe relationship. When panic grips, widen your eyes and name 5 things you can see. Name 4 sensations you can feel. Name 3 sounds you can hear. Then speak the 1 sentence you prepared. Let progress be small and real. You are not forcing a performance. You are widening the window in which your voice can be itself. We carry old traditions for a reason. Across ages, people held ceremonies to prepare the mouth for meaning. They understood that breath and word are not separate arts. Today, you can do the same with secular tools and sacred attention. One breath, one hum, one sentence of remembrance. Different names, same lever. When you lead others, remember that your voice sets permissions. If you use it only to dominate, people will give you compliance and hide their truth. If you use it to open, to clarify, to invite, they will give you their best mind. Start huddles with the outcome. Ask the junior person to speak early. Praise the dissent that improves the plan. If you're a creator, your audience feels more than what you say. They feel how you say it. Exhale before you press unmute. End your key lines on strong words. Leave one beat of silence after the sentence that matters most. Let them taste the difference between noise and signal. There are language habits that leak power. Just, maybe, kind of, I think we could possibly. They clutter your intention like weeds around a path. Replace them with, here's what I see. The decision is, I recommend. I cannot do X, I can do Y by Z time. Watch your meaning sharpen. Beware negation traps. Don't say, don't be late. Say, arrive by 8:55. Replace I can't with here's what we can do and when. Clarity is kindness in public. There's a way to ask that wakes up generosity. Describe the observable behavior. Express the feeling without accusation. Name the need as a value. Make a clear request. When deadlines slide, the team works nights. I feel burned out. I need locked priorities by Monday. Would you commit to a single ranked list by noon? When you frame like this, people can say yes to something real. And if they can't, you still said what you meant with care. You will not be perfect. You don't need to be. Your voice will shake sometimes. Keep speaking. Your pitch will climb when stakes rise. Drop your shoulders and try again. There will be rooms that misread your warmth as weakness and your strength as threat. Keep blending both. There will be days when algorithms reward your angriest sentence. Keep choosing cadence over compulsion. This is a practice, not a performance. Let this be your daily right. Breathe slow, hum low. Speak one line that sets the day. I am the person who moves at the speed of truth. If I hurry my mouth, I slow my life. I am the person who asks and accepts the answer. If I fear the no, I ask anyway. Write one outcome for your meetings and speak it first. Choose one boundary you will hold. Keep one small promise to yourself and tell someone you did. Watch how a life rearranges itself around a reliable voice. You will hear the changes before others do. On day 1, you will hear nervous edges and old hedges. On day 3, you will hear a pause where panic used to rush. On day 7, you will hear weight in your words. On day 30, you will know what you sound like when you mean it. If you don't command your voice, the loudest world will do it for you. The feed will program your reactions. The deadline will replace your decision. The room will write your ending. But if you claim your instrument, your breath, your cadence, your frame, your declarations, your boundaries, you will feel reality start to respond. Doors open when coherence speaks. Rooms calm when safety sounds. People align when clarity lands. For 7 days, practice this simple rebellion. Before you speak, breathe for 60 seconds. Declare one if-then line aloud. Record 30 seconds of your voice each evening and listen without judgment to the person arriving. For 30 days, build the ritual. Build the asks. Build the boundaries. Build the cadence. On the other side of 30, your sound will carry a different future. This is your hinge. Let the world command your voice, or command it yourself. Let the loudest incentives pull your mouth into their shape, or set your own shape and invite others to meet you there. Breathe, choose, declare. Then let your words walk before you. Speak as someone whose sentences can be cached by action. Speak as someone who knows that silence is architecture. Speak as someone who understands that every civilization taught the same thing in different words. Sound is a lever. You hold it now. You were not given breath to whisper your life away. You were given breath to align your inner and outer worlds. You are not here to imitate power. You are here to broadcast safety and set direction. You are not here to drown in the feed. You are here to be a signal. Your voice is not a side project. It is the interface to your fate. Command it with care. Command it with breath. Command it with love. And watch what changes when the world learns to listen.